everyone, Jamie here. I am here with Brittany Ouzts, who is a graphic designer and photographer. And a lot of us have been really struggling and kind of jumping through hoops last minute to figure out how to move our businesses online and how to handle the situation that we're in. Brittany has taken this opportunity and really seen a need in the real estate space. We both come from those backgrounds, and so has actually started a new business venture out of this to help fill those needs. So Brittany, can you kind of explain a little bit about your background first?
Sure. I actually got a start thanks to you. I worked under Jamie as a graphic designer when I first started working for Kentwood Real Estate. And since that point, I had moved up to an art director position and finally got to the point where I was ready to make a big move and take the business out on my own, which happened to be the month that coronavirus hit. And I've been working to navigate that whole thing. And so I'm working on kind of filling a void that we've got here. So I'm excited to talk about that.
So can you explain what you're doing and how this idea came up?
Sure. So what I'm doing is I am working to build a platform that would allow real estate agents to go to their listings, do a recorded walkthrough of those listings, basically like a virtual open house, if you will, and then hosting those through Facebook and a website as a community basis to allow the consumer and other agents to view these homes without actually having to leave their house and put themselves and their clients at risk.
So when you're doing this, are you going to open this up for sellers to be able to, I guess, work with the realtor to submit it if they don't even want?
Sure. Yeah. I'm really open to anything. I'm trying to keep the number of infections down and the number of risks that these people are putting themselves out to. So, just a quick video walkthrough, no more than 5 minutes. Just throw out your phone and just walk through and point out the things that are, important in those homes. I think with the seller going through, I think they'll need to have some conversations with their agents and what can be said and how to navigate those laws and rules that are in place. But the ultimate goal is just to get all the homes in one place rather than each agent posting to their own Facebook and people having to navigate out to find those. Just having these all in nice one lump package.
No, I think that's great. We are now in our current, what are we technically, is it stay at home or shelter in place, whatever the actual order is. We as realtors are considered essential and can still be out there showing, which, I mean, that's great because they say it's essential to the economy. The other side of that though is like, I personally don't want to be out showing any more than necessary. A lot of sellers don't want anyone coming through their homes, and a lot of buyers don't want to be going into homes where they know other people have been going through. So I think this is going to really help solve a lot of those issues, at least for the short term, to be able to see what they need to see to go to the next step in their process. How do you see this going once we get through this in the next few months? Will this be something that you're going to continue?
I think it would be a great piece to keep going. I think once this all ends, I think we're going to be looking at a very different society and how we do these things. It also kind of fills that need. I know a lot of people that within the relocation industry that don't have the ability to go and see these homes themselves and have to have their realtor go through and walk through and do these type of steps. That kind of would save, everyone's time and effort if that was already available. And I think there are other aspects that these can, eventually roll out. We can do this with other businesses. If you've got a bar that's trying to get people in, you can do a walkthrough of the bar and, talk about the lifestyle that bar, offers. There's, I think, a lot of need for it, whatever industry there is.
Well, this is an interesting situation because, I mean, we need to get through this situation first, but I think what it's bringing to light is we're lucky to have all the technology that we have at our fingertips during the situation. It was not even happening 10 years ago when it was that much less. So I feel like a lot of us as small business owners don't use the technology that's out there and available. And
No.
so this is, I agree, it's going to kind of transform how we do business, and especially brick and mortar.
Yep.
Real estate, we always talk about, all the different technology tools that we have, but
Hmm.
most people don't really use them to their full extent. And I think
Hmm.
we're going to see a huge shift in the coming months and years due to this.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's a need that the industry's had for a while, and it's just been kind of pushed aside because we do have the availability of agents and brokerages. But I do think that this is going to be a big monumental change. Sorry, the dogs.
Life during the coronavirus. I haven't
Daily.
heard mine go off yet. So where are you in the process? I know this is a fairly new idea, but I know you also understand the time-sensitive need for it, so you're rolling it out quick.
Yeah, I'm working to roll this out hopefully this weekend. I'm going to start by working with my mom, who has a couple listings coming up, and just taking video of her walking through the home, putting those together into a quick clip, and then getting those onto the website to help people get an idea of what my vision for these walkthroughs look like.
Okay.
Um, and then I'm hoping for a full-on launch anywhere in the middle of next week.
Okay.
And we'll get those up and running. And, I know that there are a couple agents that already do walkthroughs of properties and send those out in emails for people that have,
Yep.
shown interest. But I think having these all in one tight little package
Yep.
would be nice. And my goal is to build these out to have the ability to look based off of price range and availability and neighborhood and community features.
Okay.
So working on building those out. My original background is not web,
You're
so I'm
figuring
having to
it
make a
out.
shift from something that's very not useful at this point in time. And so I'm learning a lot of new things and a lot of new skills. So it's been pretty exciting.
So with your photography background, just speak a minute to either sellers, the agents, in terms of, again, just stress, like, this doesn't need to be perfect. You're not expecting them to know how to photograph a property. We're kind of in the, we need to just get it going. It's something I'm having conversations with all of my small business owners as clients right now, that they just need to get stuff out there. Like, it doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to be, it just needs to be out there so that the people who need it have it available to them.
Yeah. So this is a tough one for me. I tend to overanalyze and reanalyze and tweak and adjust. So I'm having to take down those walls in my world and allowing people to just, this is their home. They may be in a situation where they're under contract on a house in a different state.
Yeah.
Where they just need to get it sold. And I completely understand that. And, I don't expect everybody to, know how to properly use a camera or, their iPhone. But, I do plan to offer some little tutorials on just some general tips and ideas of how to get the best quality out of their videos.
Awesome.
So yeah, this is going to be a very exciting project, something I'm going to have to learn, to try different aspects. And I'm just excited to have an ability to fill a void at this point and
No,
help
I think it's
out
great.
the entire industry.
I think it's going to be really helpful for a lot of us in the industry. What about pricing and things like that for agents out there who are interested in this service? Can you explain what your thoughts are on that right now?
Yeah. So right now I know everything is really tough, and at this point I don't look to make any form of money at this. I'm sitting here with time and the ability to help, and so just to get this started, I want this to be a great resource for everyone to just be able to upload their content and get people coming in.
I think that's awesome. So do you have a name picked out that you're willing to share, or are we?
Yeah, so we're gonna do Colorado home tours.
Cool.
So just figured it was available. Let's get this going. I could have spent months renaming it, and
We
so
all know I'm
I'm
going to need
working on some life changes here.
that. So in terms of getting a hold of you or to upload these, what do they need to do?
So I'm working on finalizing the website. I do have a domain purchase that's cohometours.com or cohometours@gmail.com. Those are the two best ways to get a hold of me. The website, like I said, should hopefully be live next week. So keep an eye open for that. This will also be coming out as a Facebook page
Awesome.
that people can subscribe to and just keep an active ID or view of what's happening in the marketplace.
Perfect. And then for agents using this service, will there be, once it's uploaded, is there a link that they're able to just quickly take and send through email, on
Yes.
social, things like that as well?
Yes, so I'm working on building in a back end on the website where people can upload their videos directly to the website. I will go through, just screen them, make sure everything looks okay. So we're not, throwing something up there that's gonna maybe upset someone. And then we will get that going, and working on learning video as well. That's a whole new thing for me. Stills have
Cool.
always been my thing. So it's going to be a learning experience for all of us, but I think this is just a good opportunity.
Yeah, I think it is. It's going to help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for your time today.